Hey, what's up, traders? It's January 17th, 2020, and this is our weekly Outlook video. I already shot a video on gold and talked quite a bit about the dollar in that video. So have a look there if you hadn't seen it yet. I think there's going to be a lot of risk off and more risk off coming into the markets this week. And just to play off that a little bit, I'm looking at Aussie Pairs. This is Aussie CAD. I think we're looking pretty good for a reversal right here. We're broken down out of this channel, have a nice little false breakout here, and it should open us up for some pretty good downside. So we saw equities sell off pretty well last week, and so if we're going to see a weak equity market, S&P 500, Dow Jones, then odds are we're going to see more risk off, which is going to mean a weak Aussie dollar, and it looks pretty congruent with what we're seeing here across the board, right? So we have some multiple levels here that I think look really good. If I draw a fib here to the bottom of this wedge structure, now we're going to make it this far? I don't know. It's going to be, there's so much going on this week, and particularly the biggest thing going on is the inauguration. And not just the inauguration, though, but, you know, the troop presence in D.C. is unprecedented. You know, like it's never really happened for a presidential inauguration. So, who knows what's going on behind the scenes right now, but we'll find out. But, you know, one thing that is for sure is, you know, it doesn't look too got cut off there, but yeah, it doesn't seem too good. Doesn't bode too well for the equity markets, that's for sure. So, you know, Aussie Swiss here, just kind of checking through what we got going on. So it's going to be interesting to see how it pans out this week, to say the least. So there's Aussie Swiss, our standard Aussie CAD. Let's take a look at Aussie USD. We were trading this last week, and it still looks good. I don't see really any of my analysis has changed here. We have false breakout leading to the breakdown here. What I'd like to see is that we get a push up into this moving average, and then maybe some downside, more downside momentum. So in other words, love to see a nice rally to sell. So there's Aussie US dollar. Not much has changed. You know, if we flush this pattern out, this would be quite the top that we have going on here. You can already see it. But all weekend, troops have been mobilizing in the United States, the National Guard. But yeah, so like I can't see there'd be a huge equity rally right off the bat. But of course, nothing's been too cut and dry so far. 2020, and definitely not for 2021. Let's see, really like the looks of AJ here. Pretty similar situation as most of the Aussie pairs have had this relentless rally, and now we're just in the midst of a massive throwover situation here. So I would love to see a move to the upside here. My arrows from last week. Hoping for a pullback to the upside here, which would create a great opportunity to get back in. Now, Aussie New Zealand is always interesting pair because of, you know, it's kind of like trading the Swiss and the yen, right? They're super similar. Now, this is my trade right here. We haven't broken down yet like we have in all the other pairs. take a look at it on the daily chart. And look where we're at, right? So super, just really overextended here. Not quite divergent yet, but you can see on the lower time frame, we're confirming across the board here. So I think this is going to be a great play. This is probably my trade setup of the week here. Depending on how you want to mark this out. I personally like it from here, seeing this as a bit of a throwover opportunity. So I think this is how it will play out. Sometimes you have to see, right? So, I mean, otherwise it would be channel. Even ascending wedge. But the thing is where we've already broken down in other markets, we haven't broken down in this market. And there you go. But we're setting up nicely like we're going to. I love this setup here. The thing is when you see things happening in the market or in a particular scenario that have confirmed across the board and in different time frames and in different assets such as AJ, AU, Aussie CAD, like I've just shown you, but we're not quite there yet on Aussie New Zealand. We'll see where the market opens. It's about in 25 minutes, but I'm going to be looking for a big play, especially once we get back down. Inside this channel, inside this throwover, we'll see how it plays out. I think this looks pretty accurate. And once we get below this level, that's going to really open the door up for a big move lower, right? Into these levels down here, potentially retesting some of these market areas. So it's going to be a big week, man. It's going to be a big week. But of course, for that to happen too, we're going to need to see some New Zealand strength, which could be a bit of a stretch. It's, you know, especially if risk is just off completely across the board. So love this setup. This is my setup for the week. And we'll really be trying to play this every which way. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Let's crush it this week. It's going to be crazy. Stay safe out there and click the link below to get started in our group. You're going to love it, whether you're beginner, intermediate, advanced. We can help you and get you to where you need to go and help you get funded with outside capital, ultimately, which should be every trader's goal. So thanks for watching. Let's crush it this week, everybody. Click the link below to get started, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.